Oh. Whoop. Phew. Hello. My name is Vorlex. Thank you for clicking on me. Oh. It is 3:02. I am 2 minutes late. Stream is starting 2 minutes late today because, as you may have seen, as you may see, indeed, if you are watching on Twitch right now, somehow, if you clicked into my stream this quickly, you can probably see in my About section I have a widget or a panel for my Blue Sky feed. And if you can see that, or if you find my Blue Sky later, you can see that I encountered some unfortunate traffic on my way home, so I am starting 2 minutes late. Coco, welcome back. Good to see you again. It is indeed Calvin time. I am about to get annihilated in all likelihood. Mads, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well. Welcome back. Okay, usual introduction. Goodness gracious. Hi, I'm Vorlex. Some people call me Lex, which I welcome. That's fine. I have a day job teaching high school math. But at home, of course, I do not teach at home. I play video games and I rot around the house. And only occasionally do I do things of value. Today, I am continuing Pokemon Elite Redux, what I have been streaming for several months. We load in right next to this fellow. This heckin' guy. This is the first non-rival trainer that you fight in this game. He is... what's the word I'm looking for? He's a bit of a bastard then. And boy howdy, he's a bit of a bastard now. Extremely notably, this guy, Calvin, has this custom Pokemon. Obviously custom. This is a Kecleon riding a Dugong. Why? It's funny. Kecleon here has a couple crazy abilities like Retribution Blow. He's going to use a Hyper Beam automatically as soon as I try to use a boosting move. Prismatic Fur is the real killer here, though. This combines the abilities Color Change, Protean, Fur Coat, and Ice Scales. This ultimately means Fur Coat halves damage taken by physical moves. Ice Scales halves damage taken by special moves, so Kecleon just outright takes half damage. But then Color Change changes type to a resistance or an immunity before getting hit. And Protean, the only one of... well, no, Fur Coat is in the games, I shouldn't say that. But Protean changes type depending on the move it's about to use. So this thing, combining all four of those abilities, means that Kecleon is going to just take half damage, and it will at least resist every move I use on it. It will be immune to a move if possible, and it will always have the same type attack bonus. It'll always have stab, no matter what move it's going to use, due to Protean. That is in addition to the other Pokemon on Calvin's team. I have never beaten this guy first try. Let's see what happens. Look at me now, I'm Calvin, and I'm a wall before the league. Yes, he is. Youngster Calvin. Starting the battle with Kecleon, and I believe that's about to be a Mega Urshifu, if memory serves. There's a few special counters to Kecleon, I'm sure there are. Like Oh, that's very funny. Okay. That was really funny. I'm so sorry. So, Kecleon here. Aurora Veil reduces damage taken even further. But it looks like we can still... not Toxic, because if I use Toxic, it'll become Steel type. But if you try to poison it with a Pokemon that has, I think it's the Corrosion ability that lets your poison type moves hit Steel, you can poison it that way and then stall it out. I, as you can probably tell, have not prepared for that. I am going to use Chatter though, because that is going to confuse the Kecleon. That'll be helpful. And I need to be careful to use moves that are not... that no other type is immune to. Like if I were to use Relic Song, this is normal type, so Kecleon would become Ghost type and therefore be immune to it. I can see that, Coco, but, I mean, I mentioned this... Hey Micro, welcome back. Good to see you again. On that note, Coco, I mentioned this yesterday. Prismatic Fur, Kecleon's ability Prismatic Fur, absolutely is not meant to be in the player's hands. It is so ridiculously powerful. And that's the point. Yesterday I likened this... Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. It's like saying in a D&D game, or in a tabletop game of any kind, really. If you've got a boss enemy, that can do something that the players cannot do, that does not mean the game is unbalanced. It means that that challenge is built that way on purpose. That is the point. The point is that it is very challenging. This is a capstone encounter at the end of Victory Road. This is meant to be stacked against us. That's part of the challenge and part of the point. That's why I'm here enjoying this challenge right now. I would argue that Kecleon here is in fact an example of the developers being good at balancing challenging encounters. Balance, I shouldn't use the word balance there. It's not about balance. That's not the point. The point is they've made a good encounter. And here, obviously, we see Kecleon tanking exactly as well as it's meant to be. Micro, I recall you telling me about... two unique Warframes that initially started as one that would have two forms. Are you talking about the same Warframe as that, or is this a different concept? Oh dear. So today, you told me 4. Okay, thinking back, I'm remembering the two forms for one frame that would split, or that you wound up splitting. And then there was a crow-themed one. And I must admit, I don't remember the fourth. I am sorry. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm sure they were. I'm sure they were mad about that, Coco. I mean, people are allowed to be mad. People are allowed to be upset. And I suppose part of the point of debug mode is to be able to give yourself, just spawn yourself, Pokemon like Kecleon so that you can mess around with it. Sure. Ooh, trying to get myself situated in my chair. Ooh, Let's do that again. Let's just repeat that turn. Yeah, I think I have to concede a point there where if I'm imagining what should be possible with a debug mode, I would imagine you'd be able to spawn in a Pokemon like Kecleon. But even then, even though I would expect to be able to do that, that is based on my own assumptions about what debug mode is and what it is for, that any given game developer is not at all obligated to agree with. I think we're finally going to be able to take out Kecleon here. Yeah, I feel similarly about those as well, Coco. The new EX and Mega legendary birds. I feel similarly about those. I think if I'm imagining what debug mode is and is for and what I should be able to do with it, I imagine myself spawning in whatever Pokemon I want, so long as it's in the game's code, so long as it is supported by the game and exists somewhere. I should be able to put it in my party. But even then, that's an assumption that I'm making about the point of debug mode, the point and the capabilities of debug mode, that any given game developer is not obligated to agree with. Just because I assume that about debug mode doesn't mean a developer is required to have that. And ultimately, I am just one rando. I'm some dude. So, I mean, I'm just here enjoying the game. Whatever they do to it, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have a good time. Thank you for reminding me, Micro. I recall the Thunder, Ice, and Crow. I was not remembering the Fire. The Fire Warframe. The Fire-themed one. Soul Linker's a wild ability. I think I will survive this, though. Whew, wow. Brutal turn for Popcorn. I do really want to be able to use those new Mega Birds, though. They look so cool. I would love to be able to use them in some capacity. So this Skullbarus is absolutely about to go first, and is going to target Popcorn. It knows Pursuit, so I think I just need to sack Popcorn. Oh, okay, so this is a new one. On top of those 4 Warframes, this is a new concept. I'd love to hear about it. If you're willing to share, I would love to hear about it. Oof. Oh man, this is gonna destroy Audino too. Ah! That Tinkaton just beat my damage record. That was 52 more damage than my highest damage. 1,273 damage. That is immense. Oh, that's interesting, Coco. I hadn't been thinking about that. Calvin apparently has one of, if not the best, Kecleon counters on his own team. Let's speed through all this. Oh, he's got a freaking Smeargle. Oh, this thing's gross. That Smeargle can use Revival Blessing on the Kecleon. Oh my gosh. Or is it potentially Wobbuffet? Still cool. Yes, Micro, I am indeed familiar with that. I am indeed familiar with Hildred, using shield instead of energy. Do you do something similar with this new concept? Okay, taking out these two, we should just have the Smeargle left. Oh, absolutely. Now this thing has Prankster. Prankster, Revival Blessing. So I need to be careful. No, hold on. If I'm faster. No, wait, that still won't work. Because Smeargle has Focus Sash. I'm sorry, I was thinking... Iron Exo has Volt Rush, so it has +1 priority to electric-type moves while it's at full health. And it is, so I would have priority Zap Cannon. Being faster than Smeargle, it's not faster than Smeargle, though. Yeah, if I was faster than Smeargle, then I would be able to potentially take it out, but this is wearing a Focus Sash, so that still won't even work. I am assuming that this Smeargle is about to revive the Kecleon. Faint itself, revive the Kecleon. So I need to pick moves that wouldn't be... that a type wouldn't be immune to. Zap Cannon, the Kecleon would become ground type. Moongeist Beam, the Kecleon would become normal type, and Smeargle's immune to it anyway. So I need to pick Signal Beam for safety. And I'll pick Overheat as well. No, actually, I'll do a Dragon Dance here to buff. But wait. If the Smear... No, I'll use Overheat in case the Smeargle doesn't use Revival Blessing. It used Spore. Oh! Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, so I was completely incorrect. It wasn't Wobbuffet at all. It was in fact Mega Tinkaton. Demolitionist screens break, so the Aurora Veil is gone. Moves hit through abilities. Also affects innates. And, so that's... arguable. I'm not certain, to be honest. But Gigaton Hammer is a Steel-type move that is super effective in this game against Steel types. So even after... It still didn't use Revival Blessing. Interesting. Even after color change turning Kecleon into a Steel type, Gigaton Hammer is still super effective on it. That's really cool. Holy cow, Micro. So I see you saying that armor bonus is until the end of the mission. That was the first time that I've been able to do that battle first try. Heck yeah. I see you saying that that armor buff is until the end of the mission. Is the attack speed bonus until the end of the mission? Wait a second. That is also to the end of the mission. Okay, thank you for clarifying. What? Oh, that's right. This... Okay. I do not remember what the point of these trainers is. Some of these trainers might cause crashes? Oh, wow. Okay, glad I saved. Oh, wow. That sounds really cool, Micro. This sounds like a blood magic kind of Warframe. It's... The theme is reminding me a bit of Garuda. Is that accurate, or am I overthinking? Should I just shut up and listen? So I did say I wanted to do all optional trainers, all optional content in the game. And that includes these guys. I don't know what they're for, but let's go. A little inspiration? Cool. Black Belt Salsa. Oh, okay. So, it's not implemented yet? Question mark? But it sounds like, or it's the kind of thing that would let you get a Cubfu in future versions. Okay. I am indeed wondering that, Micro. What is that particular status? Okay, so in the version that I'm playing, these guys are just optional trainers. Cool. I said I wanted to do everything optional, so let's go. He's got a Magearna. This freaking thing. Buh. Wow. Oh my word. How strange. Okay. A curious strategy from the Blacephalon there. Obviously, the triple beast boost is very scary. Oh, that's curious, Micro. I like that. It's like a radiation status that such that it turns on friendly fire for enemies, but is also a dot. Damage over time and can spread further. That Blacephalon, you do have a focus sash, but are you just that fast? You are just that fast. Dang. Oh, very cool. I dodged the crash. Oh, Mega Rapid Urshifu. Notably the Dynamax Urshifu here, repurposed as a Mega. Okay, so that's really annoying. That's extremely annoying, because Urshifu, using Jet Punch for priority, meant that Iron Exo no longer had priority because it wasn't at max health anymore. How did I get through Calvin and then this one? This first guy is destroying me. That makes sense, Micro. I see the inspiration there, combining radiation and toxin. Okay, I am actually faster. Now, I'm even faster than Urshifu here, so it might, even if it uses Jet Punch, I don't think I'm scared per se, but I would love to be able to take it out. Blacephalon it has enough beast boosts. Right now, it can one-shot anything. But Urshifu will absolutely take out Roaring Moon with Triple Axle. Or Triple Kick, for that matter. Oh, you know... You're so right. I'm gonna have to trot all the way back through Victory Road to get back here when I inevitably lose this battle. Because I didn't go use the Poké Center in the Pokemon League. I did not need this thing getting even faster. Oh, Redux Beedrill. That's going to be a Mega, isn't it? Yes, it will. Oh! In one of my earliest runs through Elite Redux, I used Mega Redux Beedrill. And, oh boy howdy. That thing is insane. It gets faster when it Mega Evolves, doesn't it? But will it become 528 speed fast? Just in case when it Mega Evolves, if it becomes bulky enough to survive this overheat, I'm going to use Helping Hand. And now I need to hope that I am still faster. I expected that to kill, just kidding. Well, thanks, Blacephalon. 1,590s. This thing is insane. Is that max special attack now? Is that enough beast boosts? This is very scary. It's faster, and it'll kill Roaring Moon with whatever. Micro, I like that you're including a way for this new Warframe to heal itself. I think that is critical, considering it spends HP to use abilities. Oh, we did it. Let's go Popcorn. Sealing the deal with a little peck. Let's go to the Pokemon League so that we can get here faster. Get back here faster if we lose. I did not expect to win that battle at all. I'm loving the abilities of this Warframe so far, Micro. I really like damage over time effects and unique statuses, and the first ability does that. For a Warframe that uses abilities, it spends health to use abilities, being able to self-heal is critical, and you've got a grouping ability there as well. This Warframe has a lot going for it. I'm a fan. So that first trainer was named Salsa. This one is called Vinegar. I wonder what the other three are going to be. Are we about to see Dynamax or Beetle repurposed as a Mega? No, we're not. Oh well. We are going to have to fight Zekrom later. And another Urshifu. Another Mega Urshifu, notably. Let's use Chatter and probably Relic Song? Yeah, I'm fast enough. We're good. Actually, you know what? I think I'll boost with Iron Voca. We're probably okay. Let me see. Should I be scared of this thing? No. So let's boost. I'm faster anyway. I saw Focus Sash on the screen. It was on my screen and it just didn't process in my mind. Dang it. Well, now we hope. That was so misplanned on my part. That was the worst. That was the worst way I could have started this battle. Oh my word. I like that buff, Micro. Using the fourth ability as a buff for the first sounds like a huge buff too, which makes sense that it would drain your HP over time. Yeah, Protean and adaptability, dang. There's the priority Zap Cannon helping a lot. Please? Dang! And it crit! I did not need that. Popcorn probably doesn't help much here, but Roaring Moon is susceptible to its dragon-type attacks. There's the single strike Urshifu, about to Mega Evolve, certainly. It has Sucker Punch, which I'm not sure I need to be scared of. Maybe on the Iron Exo. Let's protect with Iron Exo just in case. Take out the Zekrom with Draco Meteor. Awesome. And hope Urshifu targets Iron Exo with this. Nope, it didn't. Or it... Oh, it hits through Protect, doesn't it? Oh, tragic. Oh, man. Nyom. Yeah. One of these abilities, somewhere, one of these lets it ignore Protect. Both of my Pokemon are still faster. Unseen Fist is the ability. Cool, thank you for clarifying. Both of my Pokemon are still faster. Can I use Peck? This looks like it will probably kill with all 5 hits. So let's hope. Yeah. I'm very happy the Urshifu didn't also use Sucker Punch on Popcorn. This probably does it for Urshifu. Yes, certainly. Oh, wow. Last 2. I'm still faster, but Mawile still has Sucker Punch. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make the Mawile not able, even if it clicks Sucker Punch, I'm not gonna let it get the kill on Popcorn. Chandelure might. How silly. Didn't I learn my lesson from turn 1 of this battle? Please. Now I just need to hope this Chandelure doesn't have the damage to take out Roaring Moon right now. Nice. Spectacular. I know. I know. Oh! Oh my god! I thought I'd be funny. Well. I had it. If I clicked Draco Meteor. But I wanted to be funny and heal up a little bit with Esper Wing. I clicked it too fast. Oh. Yeah, it was funny, just not in the way I intended. Oh, let's try again. I need to select... I need to do a better first turn here. So, Silvally. Took out Iron Voca. What could I have done better? Maybe I should have swapped around the order of my team a little. I shouldn't have boosted with Iron Voca. I think that was probably the primary issue. Because both of my Pokemon are faster anyway. And neither of these Pokemon have priority. Yeah. So if I chatter and you actually use a freaking move this time, I should be fine. Good, now Chatot does its parroting. I probably could have used Tailwind instead of Chatter, because the parroting would have secured these kills anyway. But oh well. I'm still faster than both of them. Chandelure, I know, has Flame Burst, which has priority. Zekrom has extreme speed. It does not have Galvanize to make its extreme speed electric, but it will one-shot the Chatot. And a 25% chance to one-shot with extreme speed. I think to protect Chatot here, I should Parting Shot. Otherwise, it's a 25% chance that Chatot goes down due to extreme speed. Do I want to risk it? Heck, I did something riskier in my first time through this battle. Yeah, let's do it. There's the extreme speed. Come on, 75% chance to survive. No! No! Oh! Oh, I see, Micro. That's an exalted weapon. Very cool. Maybe I should have sent out Roaring Moon second so that it would affect the other Pokemon with Fearmonger as well. Oh well. I really like the exalted melee weapon idea for that Warframe Micro. And that it has lore, that's quite cool too. So Chandelure can use Flame Burst for priority, Mawile can use Sucker Punch for priority. But neither one of those are going to be super effective. I think I can safely overheat the Mawile. And I'll use Helping Hand in case it gets bulky enough by Mega Evolving to survive. That's a fair question, Micro. Let me think about that for a little bit. You see, what's going through my mind right now. Thank you for your patience. What's going through my mind right now is that I don't necessarily have a critique for the concept. I mean, as I described earlier, those abilities sound like they're going to do everything I want the Warframe to be doing. It does a lot of what I enjoy. That is a damage over time capable build. Like, using the 4 buffs the 1, and the 1 is already... It sounds like a great damage over time nuking ability, and I really like that kind of thing. You've got an exalted weapon in there, which is really cool. It uses... The Warframe uses HP to cast its abilities, which I think is an awesome concept, very thematic. You have 2 ways to restore its own HP. Also critical, awesome. So I want to rate it very highly, because it does a lot of what I would expect it to do and what I would want to do myself playing Warframe. How highly do I want to rate it? See, that's where my mind is right now, because as I said, I don't necessarily have a critique of it. I don't have other ideas. I don't have a criticism for it. So, if I don't rate it 10 out of 10, then what is stopping me? At the same time, I don't want to rate it 10 out of 10 because saying that an idea is literally perfect, like even any of my favorite Warframes, I wouldn't call any of them a 10 out of 10. So what am I thinking for this one? 8 or 9? You know what? You know what I'll say? I'll give that idea an 8 because health is really hard to balance from a survivability standpoint in Warframe. Now, yes, granted, I could just put Arcane Persistence on it and then hope that the self-healing, Arcane Persistence and Arcane Grace, and hope that Grace plus the self-healing is enough to out-heal the damage cap from Arcane Persistence. But that's just putting arcanes on a Warframe to fix survivability. If there was some support for, say, armor, or if the passive, let me just scroll back up, you see the passive here. Yeah, cool. Oh, the passive does increase armor as well. That's quite good. If... The passive gives 75% increased armor for the duration of a mission, or builds up to that, which is a mention of survivability, so I'll say 8.5. Thank you for asking. Thank you for sharing all of that, Micro, and thank you for asking for my opinion. I tend not to rate things like that, but thank you for asking specifically. I hope my answer was 75% was for attack speed to a max of 75%. I see, and your armor increases. So you didn't say exactly how much your armor increases, but I don't think that changes my feedback. The armor increasing was enough to get me from 8 to 8.5. Thank you for sharing all of that, and thank you for asking. I try not to, or I tend not to rate things in general. I certainly don't want to come off as a kind of streamer who gives his opinions on anything and everything, and I'm right and whatnot. I don't want to come off that way. I don't want to give off that vibe. That said, thank you for asking, and I hope that my feedback was close to what you were looking for there. Oh, that's cool, Coco. I see you mentioning Equinox there for Roaring Moon. I described last time how I love Equinox as an ability because it opens up so many moves that I otherwise wouldn't use. I don't like the idea of debuffing myself. 400 armor increase is quite good, Micro. That sounds cool to me. That is definitely sufficient. So I like as well using, instead of Equinox, using Moxie and making Draco Meteor and Overheat physical moves by making Roaring Moon hold Swirly Glasses. These being physical moves and reducing special attack means that you can still buff up attack all you want, use attack to damage with Draco Meteor and Overheat, and they still reduce your special attack, so you don't care about the downside. That's such a clever way to get around that. That's really cool. And another example of me looking at swirly glasses, thinking, oh, that's a cool item. I imagine there's some clever things you can do with that. And then not thinking of those things myself. I have not been able to figure out a clever swirly glasses set on my own. Anytime I've ever used swirly glasses, it's been because I have heard a cool build or a cool set that someone else used. That brings us to 56 minutes. I think we are... I was yapping for a good while there at the end. I hope that was still entertaining from a stream standpoint. Because I wasn't even playing the game that was on stream. But let's shut this off. I think we double saved there. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for clicking on me, whether you're in stream right now or whether you're watching a VOD. I appreciate that. I appreciate your viewership very much. Mads, it was good to see you again. Coco, good to see you. Micro, good to see you all in chat as well. Thank you for your viewership, Mads. Thank you for being here. Micro, thank you very much for describing this new Warframe concept. I am a big fan of this one. Sure, I have a couple minutes. If you want to share the stats for it, then I'm glad to hear those. If you're watching a VOD right now, or this as a VOD, thank you for clicking on me as well, and thank you for sticking around for the full duration. Your viewership and the chatting during stream is never expected, but always appreciated. It's very kind of y'all to stick around for me. I am honored and flattered by every single view that I get. Speaking of views, I want to point this out. This may sound like this will sound like I'm tooting my own horn, which I tend not to do, and I try not to do, but I went to download some of my previous VODs, and there was a VOD last week, I think, maybe it was last Wednesday's, that hit 27 views in the week on Twitch before downloading it. And saying out into the ether of the internet, 27 views, that sounds like nothing, right? In the grand scheme of things, I have almost no hours streamed, and I have almost no views. But 27 is the biggest number of views I have ever seen on my content. And that feels really cool. And to be clear, when I say I have almost no hours streamed and almost no views, I'm absolutely not trying to imply that the views that I do have and that the viewers and chatters that I do have are not appreciated. I hope that I have said enough. I hope that I have repeated myself enough that your viewership is never expected and always appreciated, to hopefully have squashed that before it might even become a worry. Micro, wow. That base health is enormous, and I think that's important too. I was honestly predicting that to have fewer shields, but I still support that. That's quite cool. Giving it shields also makes it unique from other health frames like Inaros and Nidus, because then you can shield gate with this very health-focused frame. which increases build variety, and I'm always all for build variety. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. And Steel Path sounds great for that Warframe. Get like unlocking Steel Path means you unlock this Warframe. I don't see a problem with that. That's fine. Fine and cool, indeed. Thank you all for being here. It was good to see you all today. My next scheduled stream is next Wednesday. That is April 22nd at 3 p.m. Eastern Time when I get home from work. Thanks, y'all. See you in the next one.